Guys, this is Dr. Callahan for week 4 Tuesday for Algebra 2 semester 2. Go ahead and pause the video and answer the following questions for the warm-up log. Okay, so this is week 4 Tuesday, and your packet is due today. So I will be collecting that. Your warm-up for questions number 1 and 2, you have the answers right there. You're also going to get a brand new packet today. So take a moment and make sure you have your answers completed. All right, let's move on forward. Keep in mind that your Math Excel is assigned to you guys every single Monday, and it is due on Sunday by 11 p.m. You also have a quiz on there because I don't give you guys assessments in class. Your assessment is always going to be on Math Excel. It is assigned to you every single Wednesday, so assign yours on Wednesday, even though I already opened it for this week. And it is always due by Sunday. So if you have not been doing that for the last 4 or 3 weeks, your grades will be negatively impacted by that. So make sure you understand it. I don't give you guys any assessment or test in class. Everything is on Math Excel, so just keep that in mind. So currently, you should have finished your homework number 1, your assessment number 1 for week 1. Here's a week 2. There's always 2 right there. The little square means that it's quiz. The little circle means that it's homework. And then here is week 3. Week 3, there is no quiz. And week 4, you have your homework right here, which is a little circle, and then your quiz is right here. Your homework generally is about 10 questions. Your quiz is only about 5 questions. So you have 2 of those things that you have to do every single week, okay? Now, for those of you guys who are like, how do I get on there? I'm not sure how to go about going on to Math Excel. It's actually really, really simple. So all you're going to do is you're going to open your browser. So I'm going to show it to you guys one more time. Let's do that. Let me share this here. So you're just going to type in Washoe County School District. So WCSD, Math Excel, and hit enter. Then it's the first one that pops up. So you're going to click on that first one, scroll down to sign in. I'm already signed in through my desktop. So if you use a school computer, you'll do the same. Go to Algebra 2. And then there's Envision and then Math Excel. You want the Math Excel. So you want to click on that. And then ta-da, you have everything that will just pop up right here. So then I go to my assignment manager, and you don't have to do that because you can go to yours. And then you will be able to see what is available for you guys. Okay, so that's how you go about doing that. In addition to that, I also have your grades updated. Usually I update it every Wednesday, but the last 3 weeks have been a little bit hectic since I took over this class. It's like 1 extra class that I have to prepare for. And so I've been like kind of postponing my grading, but finally I'm like, no, I just have to get it done. So it is updated. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring that up and show you guys. I usually update it on IC, so you'll see that first, but I also post it on Teams so that way you can see exactly what your grade is. Let's go to section summary. You're not Prob and Stats, you're Algebra 2, PDF. It's always based on your student ID, so it's just like as if I'm printing it out for you guys, and that way it's there to prevent anybody from seeing your actual score. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and screenshot this, and I'm gonna post it on Teams for you guys. Your class average at this point is at a 68%, which is a little lower than I would like. Normally I try to aim for like a 70, 75. Part of that reason might be because you guys have not been doing the Math Excel, and that's really critically important for you guys in this class. So you haven't done it for the last 3 weeks. That's one of the reasons why your grade is relatively low. Although your conduct in class, I have also been updating as well. So if you check MS Team, you'll have your grade there, but I also have it right over here as well. I mean, it's not impossible to get an A because there's like several of you guys that have A's. My suggestion for you guys to be successful in this class, and you don't have to get A's, you just need to get a D to pass, you know, is you need to show up regularly. Most of you guys are pretty good about not being tardy, so that's good. If you're in here, make sure you're writing down your guided notes, do the warm-up, do the exit ticket, because all of those things, they do matter and they contribute to your overall grade. We're good. Take a look at your grades. Let me just roll this down. There's about 4 of you guys that have an A in this class, so good job. You can still work. So again, my recommendation for you guys, and I want to make sure that I go ahead and I type this up for you guys as well, so that way you know exactly what to do. How to raise my grade? Question mark. Attendance, obviously, attend regularly, do the warm-up as a ticket, guided notes. A big portion of this is going to be your math Excel because your homework and your quiz is on that, and it's due every Sunday by 11 p.m. After that Sunday, I still open it for you guys, so you can still turn it in, but if it's going to be late, there is a 10 to 40% deduction. And you're like, well, is it going to be 10 or is it going to be 40? Well, that depends. How late is it? If it's like 20 weeks late, it's going to be a 40% deduction. If it's only like 1 week late, it's probably just going to be 10. Okay, so the sooner you turn it in, the better. In addition to that, make sure you guys do all the activities in class. And of course, there is tutoring after school. So if you need some assistance, I am here after school. The tutoring schedule is in the front of your, well, I actually gave you the paper with the QR code, so you do have that. Okay, so today we're going to go over your brand new packet today. And so if you have your packet, we're going to be turning in your new one is going to be on Unit 4, which is going to be on rationals. Okay, and so what I want you guys to do is I'm going to grab a folder from me, write your name on the tab, and that folder is we're going to turn everything in for the rest of the semester. Okay, when you're done with it, put the folder in the bin and then grab the new packet. With your last packet, you should have completed all of the guided notes. Complete guided notes. You should have completed all of the activities in there. And if you needed anything, you have the QR code for the YouTube video. Okay. Every single lesson that you have missed is on that YouTube video. And so I do that specifically so that way you're not missing anything for this class. Okay. Yeah, and that's basically it. So let me get you here. All right, so looking at your brand new unit, it's Unit 4. It is going to be on rational functions, and there are 4 skills that we're going to specifically target, and these are the 4 right there. So first thing I'm going to have you guys do is on your self-rating, and you're going to be under the pre area right there. So under pre, where do you guys fall? 0, 1, 2, 3 when it comes to those 4 skills. So just take a moment and fill that out. And it's okay if you don't know them because we're just starting it, but I kind of want to see where you guys are, and then we'll compare it to the post later on. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and move on. So this is your brand new calendar, and today it is the 25th, and so we're going to do a little bit of review of factoring, but more importantly, we're going to more look at the beginning of the section. And so this is week 4 Tuesday's material. Today, I'm going to have you guys do the new packet. It's on rationals. Turn the old packet in. You're going to be taking your quiz week 4 on Math Excel in class. I have laptops for you guys, so I'll give you guys a little bit of time in class. If you don't finish it, it's okay. It's only 5 questions, but you also have like Sunday up to Sunday 11 p.m. to turn that in. And that's it. You don't need to have a calculator today. All right, so let's turn over to the first page here. Okay, it says phone bills can be expensive. How much are you guys paying for your cell phones right now? For just you? Like on average, what do you guys have? Is $50 pretty reasonable? So I have like a family of 5, and because I've been with Sprint since like I was literally, I don't know, 14, and it's been like so many years, I think we pay about $210 for 5 of us. It's just unlimited data and everything's unlimited. So which is pretty good. I got grandfathered in, and now I feel like if I were to go ahead and convert it over to something else like with T-Mobile, then it'll probably be like around $65. So it's a lot more expensive per person versus $210 for 5 people on the plan. All right, so you're considering starting a group plan with your friends and family in hopes of reducing the cost of your monthly bill. Each person in the plan will pay equal share of the monthly bill. The phony baloney phone company offers a group plan that costs $100 a month plus $15 for each line in the group. Okay, so looking at 1, 2, and 3, I want you guys to go ahead and take a moment and just fill that part out. So for 1, how much would the total amount bill be for a plan with 3 people? Well, you know it's going to be $100 regardless of how many people you have. That's just for the group. That's just to get started. Even if it's just a group of 1, it's still $100, which probably would not be a great bill, because if you're going to have a person on 1, you don't want to pay that $100 for the whole group. Plus $15 for each group of people. There are 3 people. So I'm going to do 15 times 3. So then if you think about that, it's just 100 plus 45. So that's $145. How much would each person have to pay per month? Well, that will be the 145, because you're not going to be paying that by yourself, divided by 3. I know you don't have a calculator. You might have a scientific calculator on your desk, which is fine. So we can just try to do this by hand. I'm actually teaching my little 3rd grader how to divide. So 4 times 3 is 12, so that's 25, and then 3 times 8 is 24, which gives you a 0.3. So it's about $48.30 per person, which is not bad. So question number 2A says, how much would the total bill be for a group of plan with 6 people? So then it's still going to be $100, and then it's $15 per person, but now you have 6 people. Okay, so then it's 100 plus 15 times 6 is going to give you a 90. So it's $190 for a party of 6 people. Now, what is a monthly price per person? Is that going to be less than you having a group of 3 people because you're paying $48.30? Well, let's see. If I were to divide this, 190 divided by 6, 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 1 is 6. Put the dot there. 6 times 6 is 36. And then 6 times 6 is 36, and it just continues. So then with 6 people, each person only pays $31.66, which is actually a lot less than $48, right? So what is the purpose of this? I would say that if I were to go ahead and start a group, I would probably try to add as many people on my plan as I can, because then it's less, money per person in the long run. So then 3A says, write an expression. So take a moment and think about, where is your variable going to be? And what would your equation look like? So write an expression for the total bill for a group of P people. So people is going to be the letter P, okay? And just based on the patterns of what I saw before, so I would say C of P, which is the cost of P people, is going to be equal to, it's always going to be $100 no matter what, plus 15P. And that P will change depending how many people there are. Like we first found C of 3, where it was 3 people, then C of 6, where there was 6 people. And if you remember, C of 3 was 145. So C of 3 is the cost of 3 people, was $145. And how much was it for 6 people? 190. So you're slowly transitioning from like just using basic arithmetic into putting things into formulas, which is making you into like these little mini mathematicians. So B says write a monthly price per person for a group of P people. So that's still C of P, but it's not the cost of, I should put M of P, okay? So this will be the monthly cost per person. So M of P is the monthly cost per person, is equal to 100 plus 15P divided by P, because I have to divide by how many people there are that's in the group. All right, 3, write an expression for the total monthly bill for a group of P people. Already did that, just kidding. Without doing any calculations, explain which plan will give a lower monthly price per person, a plan with 8 lines or 9 lines. I mean, like at this point, I think you guys know, so just give me a sentence explaining your rationale. Yeah, just go ahead and sign out, my dear. Okay, so what size group will have the highest monthly price per person? Well, I would imagine like probably a group of one, right? Because if you have a group of one person, that will literally be the cost of $100 plus the $15. So $115 is how much you will have to pay if it's just yourself. And in which case that wouldn't be cost effective. Can you determine the lowest possible monthly price per person? You can, I mean, like depending. So your lowest monthly cost is going to be M of P equals 100 plus 15P divided by P. So what would you like your P to be? Pick a number, plug it in, and see what is your lowest one. So take about another minute and answer question number 6. Okay, number 7. The phone company is considering limiting the number of lines that are allowed in each plan. Why might they want to do this? Well, I think probably because if you guys keep on adding more and more people to it, it will be so not cost effective for them that they probably wouldn't be happy with it. So let's take a look at this. You guys don't have your TI-84 calculators, and that's okay because I have mine. I'm just going to show you guys how to do this. So if I were to go ahead and graph this, I'm going to go up here. Let's go ahead and clear that out. We're going to go ahead and just kind of use this as like a cost. So X will just be the number of people that will be on your plan. So we're going to do parenthesis 100 plus 15x. And you want to close that, then divided by X. So the number of people that's going to be there. So here's the graph. So when there's one person on the plan, it's going to be $115 for you, right? That's really not cost effective. So I'm going to go second calc again. What about 2 people? 2 people, it'll be $65 per person. So from $115, that's actually a lot less, okay? What about 5 people? 5 people, you guys are looking at $35 a person. Same plan. And then what if I have 10 people then? Then it tells me air, because then it's so cheap that it literally is not going to happen. So then I'm going to go back to 1. Second calc, let's try 9. Still, nope, not going to happen. So cannot max size to 9 people. So then what about 8 people? Still not doing it. So second calc, then 7 people. And if you look at the dip right over here, it looks like that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right after 8, it looks like it kind of dips a little bit to 0. So it's not going to exceed 8. So let's try 7. And at 7, you guys are paying $27 or $29. So then let's try 8. 8 is at $27.50. And then if I just like move this over just a little bit more, I don't think 9 will work. I think it gave, oh no, it did. Okay, it's $26. And I think before it wasn't working because I didn't graph it all the way. So now it's all graphed. So 10 people, it's at $25 per person. And then what about 11 people? 11, it's not going to work. So the most that I can do here is going to be if P equals 10 people, okay? And that's going to be 20 bucks, $5 per person. And that's the lowest that you can do, okay? And that's one of the good things that, you know, rather than guessing and checking, you can use your graphing calculator. The phone company is considering limiting the number of lines because if you have 10 people, okay, if P equals 10, you're paying 25 bucks. If there's just one person, they're going to go ahead and charge you $115. So of course, they rather have one person for $115 than 10 people at 25 bucks, right? Because if you think about it, 10 times 25, your monthly bill for 20 or 10 people is $250. Whereas if they can just go ahead and charge $115 for 10 people, they will charge you $1,150. And this is why the cell phone company is getting ridiculously rich. It's because they want you to have a smaller group of people. They could charge you $1,000 for 10 people versus $250 for 10 people. Okay, so as consumers, you guys just have to be kind of smart about doing this. I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but like a while back, before they had like the per monthly installment plan with a lot of these companies, a lot of the carriers, they will give you like $100 discount on your new cell phone if you go ahead and renew a 2-year contract, right? An $800 discount is great because most iPhones now are about like $1,000. So really, you're just paying them $200. You're gonna be with them for 2 years, and then you own the cell phone, right? But they're not doing that anymore. That stopped about like 5 years ago. So what do they do now? Now they're like, oh, we want to charge you $50 per month for your iPhone 13 Max Pro for 24 months because you're going to be on a 2-year contract with us. And then at the end of this, you don't even freaking own the phone. That is like the most outrageous thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay. So, or you can just buy your iPhone outright. And I think an iPhone right now is about like what, maybe like $1,300, right? But then at least you get to keep your phone. So which one's a better price? Well, let's see. Here's your calculator. Let's see here. So you're going to have 24. Okay, that's not working. So that's okay. I could do this. 24 times 50. So you can pay like $1,200 over the course of 24 months. Okay, but then you don't own your phone. Or you could pay about like $1,300 for your, iPhone, and then you guys are gonna keep it. I mean, which one's a better rate? I would probably say this one because at the end of the 2 years, you could probably still sell your cell phone for more than $100. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, it depends, I guess, whichever one you want. All right, so with that said, I'm going to have you guys go ahead and get started on your Math Excel stuff. So go to Math Excel. I have my laptops right here, iPads right here, whichever one you guys want. Go ahead and take your quiz on Math Excel. And I can also help you guys if you have difficulty with it. So now is a good time to kind of bring up your laptop and ask. So come on up, you guys, if you need a laptop, it's right over here. Or an iPad, or if you want to try it on your cell phone, you can do that as well. And for those of you guys who are at home, this is your exit ticket that you're going to be using today. So let me pull that up. So for those of you guys who are at home, this is your exit ticket. You see the QR codes right there, or you can use a tiny URL, whichever one works best for you. All right, have a great week.